Right now, I'm pleased to welcome back Craig Burrows, talk the big fat idea. Craig is president of TriView Capital. Craig, let's get right to it. What's your specific idea?
Well, my specific idea is looking at oil in Canada. Back in 2014, we said oil's high, probably should take your chips off the table, and of course, I guess sometimes you get lucky when you're right. But we feel Canadian oil, especially heavy oil, is starting to become an attractive opportunity. I mean, you have Trump's goal for North American energy independence. You have Keystone Pipeline support, and even OPEC's realizing now that these prices aren't sustainable. So we think that's the opportunity, and we want to highlight a specific public company called PetroCapita.
PetroCapita. Now, tell me about this. Does it trade on an exchange, or is it a private equity kind of deal?
Well, this is it's a publicly traded company. Its ticker is PCE.UN. It's on TSX Venture. They specialize in heavy oil, but they have extensive midstream infrastructure. The play is this. Private placements is becoming a growing trend in the markets. You have these small publicly traded companies that are essentially orphaned because the major analysts won't follow them. So they're looking at ways to raise capital. So they're saying, well, why don't we do private placement? And a private placement simply means they're raising money without a prospectus. And that's where they come to exempt market dealers like ourselves to do this opportunity. So for our investors, it's great because they get the accounting transparency because all the numbers are public. It's in CDR. And then from the other side is, which is the biggest knock on private equity, is liquidity. After 18 months, you can actually take these shares and sell them on the open market.
Well, look, somebody comes to you at TriView Capital, for example, and says, how do you determine if this is right for them?
Well, first of all, you have to think that, do you actually think oil prices will recover? And this company we like because they have a strong integration of ownership, and you look for value. So a couple of years ago, this company, they just recently bought this company out of receivership for $3 million. Previous owner put $127 million into this project. They own pipelines. They have servicing trucks. So anytime you buy something that's worth one time $127 million of cash for $3 million, you're going to see opportunities. The other side is that for operating, because they bought all this stuff at such a great price, heavy oil, they can be profitable or break even in the mid-30s. So obviously oil at $50, it's obviously definitely going the right way. So from our point, if you want to invest, this is still a product you could use your registered funds, but you'd have to actually go through an exempt market dealer, and we certainly, at this point, are the broker for PetroCapita on their private placement.
Okay, so normally I know you've told us before that you look to hold these things about 3 to 5 years. What kind of annual return after fees? You've got to be quick on this one.
Yeah, so basically on this, it's a 9% annual targeted yield, pays out quarterly. They also give you some free shares to go with that, so those would sit outside your registered fund, so that's just really almost free money in a sense, and if there's a capital gain, we'll see what if that's half off or not, but we'll get the capital gain opportunity. And so from our point, it's 3 to 5 years, but if you look at the market over the last 30 years, 7%, 9% is pretty good if you're holding it for 18 months to 3 years.
Thanks, Craig. Craig Burrows is president of TriView Capital. You get him at TriView.com. Take a break, come back. Quote of the week, and Bob Hoy.